Yeah, this is Point Black coming in on another one. News break coming from an undisclosed location. You know what I'm saying? Out here chilling on the bench and everything, making sure everything's right out here. But we got a news break today. We see Monica, Jen, I think her name is Jen Psaki or whatever her name is. I know Rochelle, not Jen. You know, on our head today, but we're going to be on Rochelle head today. Rochelle, you know what I'm saying? Rochelle Walensky or whatever her name is, Walensky or whatever her name is. You know what I'm saying? Now the director of the Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, you know what I'm saying? Which I think she needs to be removed because I don't really like her game and she's down with the garbage. You know what I'm saying? But she's sitting up there saying that children are not supposed to die. The CDC director gives passionate response about how children make up the 400 of the 600,000 COVID deaths. Now, I understand what she's trying to say, but she's lying to me somewhere, and I know she's lying. You know what I'm saying? Because how did the children get that in the first place is the question. And she needs to stop faking the funk like she crying, acting like a jackass. You know what I mean? Nobody got time for the jokes and the lies and the faking of the funk while we have this type of statistic that U.S. Disease and Preventionist Control is trying to make it into be some kind of thing floating around in the air and they're getting it from one another and so on because of no mask and so on and so on. Now, that's the game that you playing on the people, but wise people understand this situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, Dr. Lewinsky, the director of disease and control, told Senate Marshall, you know what I'm saying, Senate Marshall, children are not supposed to die. The New York Times report the effort of Moderna and Pfizer expands its vaccine trial for children ages 5 to 11. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to even be doing that when you have healthy children who have no sickness before they came to you. So we see the deal. In the hearing of the U.S. Senate Committee, on the Health, Education, Labor, and Pension last week, Dr. Rochelle P. Walensky, or whatever her name is, seems like a clown to me, you know what I'm saying, director of the Center of Disease and Control and Prevention, had a tense exchange with Senator Roger Marshall, a Republican from Kansas, about, whether children should receive COVID vaccines. You know what I'm saying? She put on a big show. That's all she did. She put on one big poppy show. You know what I mean? Acting like she crying and they caught COVID-19 from someone else or somewhere, from person to person, and they're crying and they're supposed to die and all of this and that. But my question is, were those children either vaccinated or tested? So let's be real here, because you cannot vaccinate the world away from something that even is what you would call a pandemic. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. You know what I mean? Freak. You know what I mean? You can't vaccinate away from that. You know? But, you know what I'm saying? Shorty looking right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man as well, and I'm going to respond to that. So don't get it twisted. But in context of where it's supposed to be. But she had a response to that, and that was a shame. So now we see, you know what I mean? Now we see the bull, as we go along. You know what I'm saying? She's waking up there thinking she's crying and all of that in the third. Excuse me. But now we hear her making these calls and, crying and everything and showing emotion as if the children conducted a disease that is real. No, it's not. Because we explained in my lives before, it's a catching. It's a giving, not a catching. You know what I'm saying? Until people come to grips with that particular saying that I'm saying, we are in trouble based on that whole ideology. You know what I'm saying? Based on our whole ideology, because